working on my craft and I've been studying my culture, taking everything I need. I'm coming like a vulture, I'm supposed to be a part of history. I'm understanding, it's starting to make sense to me. I took a minute, had to sit back, relapse, and then I recapped. I'm praying to myself I won't go have another relapse. Moving up the mountain, shit, slowly but surely. Feel like I was trying to rush it, I was moving too early, but it don't need to be forced. I'm about to light the torch, said I'm ready to take my chances, so I'm stepping off the porch. Feel like a rookie in this game. I was drafted in the second round, I'm spurring now. Man, who Ginobili style, but I give it all I got until I take my last breath.
Welcome to the last sip. Welcome to the last sip. It's your boy Mac Mans, and as we always do here, we never spill tea, but we do take the last sip before we get started. Hey, always the spring water. Sip of the agua. Let's get a cheer for the water, y'all. Let's get another applause again for the water. How y'all doing? Tonight's show is going to be amazing. I've been just waiting for this. I've been thinking all week about what it was going to be about because I have moved to Tuesdays and Thursdays on Facebook and on YouTube. I want to thank all those who are looking in on YouTube at Motivational Muscle 74 and here on Facebook at Mac Mans, aka Ontario Hill. Verified blue check. You can check me out. So today's show is awesome, y'all. My first subject of the day is going to be money, power, respect. Money, power, respect, get you eating right. Money, power, respect, get you, yeah. Money, power, respect. Let's give it applause for that subject. What brought this on was we have a situation in the NBA with a young man. He is the center of the Toronto Raptors. Now, this young man, I won't go into any names because, you know, I do not spill the tea. I don't do that. But this young man is in a situation that's really jacked up. He has received a lifetime ban from the NBA. And y'all want to know what it was for? It's for gambling. Yeah. Something that has been going on in sports forever. They popped this young man and now he has a lifetime ban. They popped him on the butt. This brought the subject because it's a lot of other people in different sports and different walks of life who have gotten away with this particular thing over and over again. You have people in the Baseball Hall of Fame who have done it. People in NBA Hall of Fame who have done it. NFL. It's so hilarious how they pick and choose who they want to put a raft punishment on. And the reason I brought this subject up is because it's all about the money, power, respect. So this young man hasn't been in the league long. So he has no rapport built up. He has no respect built up. He doesn't have any of the big bucks, the big cash. So which means he has no power. Now, this had been someone else like a Stephen Curry, LeBron James. Would they be banned from the NBA forever? Matter of fact, would it even have came out? Do you not remember the time that Michael Jordan got caught betting on games? Michael Jordan did not receive a lifetime ban because he was Michael Jordan. Now, I'm going to break this down even more. Michael Jordan was so important in the 90s, 80s, and 90s to the bottom line of the NBA, and I'm going to tell you why. 90s it kind of tailed off, but in the 80s was very, very, very heavy that Mike continued to play. Because the NBA was at a point in time where they had stars, but they didn't have a mega star. We were coming off the time of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and stuff like that. Before that, Dr. J. And the NBA needed something to take them to the next echelon. Michael Jordan hit the scene and bow. NBA burst. It popped. Yeah. And so with that being said, there's a lot of things that him and even Charles Barkley got away with as far as outer activities not pertaining to the NBA. Michael Jordan was talked about the gambling. It was forever. He gambled even on little stuff like what jersey you should wear and who would score the first couple of points. But he never once was truly reprimanded for the gambling because Michael had power. Michael was power. Michael had respect in the league. And with that respect and power, that money, they have to watch how they treat you because you affect the bottom line of that sport. There's been many bookies that have gotten on TV and put the little dark mask on and the first 48 voice. You know, it's like I'm talking about the fuzz out and because they were so worried that if they were discovered as tattletales or snitches, what had happened to them. But it's been said that in some games, hey, a player owes money to the bookie. Bookie calls him. Man, hey man, fumble a couple of balls. Drop a couple of passes. Don't make a couple of shots. Cover the spread. So those games that you've been watching that you thought were fixed, believe me, some of those games are fixed. All that stuff is not natural. For a certain team to be out there kicking butt the whole season, the whole time, and all of a sudden, they fall flat on their face. For a football player that never dropped a pass or dropped so many passes in a row to all of a sudden just have bad hands all game. Running back who's never had Butterfingers catch a case of fumbleitis. Baseball player who's been smacking home runs all season decides to go on a 10-game batless streak. Hitless streak, if you will. NBA player going out there shooting and missing 25 to 30 threes in a row after this man shoots at a 42-point percentage clip. Think about that. I'll go even further. Not just the gambling. I'll go even further. Do y'all remember when COVID first hit the NFL? Do you remember the case that happened? Well, what ended up happening was this. They told you could not play if you were not vaccinated or had proof of vaccinations. Antonio Brown, at the time, was playing for Tampa Bay. He lied and went and got a card that was forged that said he had got vaccinated. When the NFL found out about this card, they banned him and took games and fined him. Remember how they treated him? Same scenario. Aaron Rodgers got on national TV and asked if he had received COVID shots. He said yes. Kind of found out he completely lied about it. But because the season was in jeopardy and we're going through COVID, Aaron Rodgers received a slap on the wrist and would continue to play. Yeah, that's how I feel about that whole scenario. It should be thrown in the air, tossed up, and shot up. It's because Aaron Rodgers was better for the bottom line. He was better for the power of the NFL. He deserved the respect he received because he's where the money's at. He's the dollar bill. As Stephen A. Smith would say, he was a bad man. So, of course, they didn't put him down. They didn't lay him down. They kept him going. All kind of stuff going on. If you can help the bottom line of someone that puts money, if you can line a pocket, you'll get the respect. If you can line a pocket, you'll get the power. If you can line a pocket, you'll get the money. That's a big issue with me. Because those who are on the upper top know this. So they can pick and choose who gets disciplined and who doesn't. NBA. How many times you seen guys do things that are so jacked up and get 10, 15, 20, 30 game bans? Suspended 4 or 5 games. Frequent, flagrant technical fouls. You know where I'm going with this, right? But my boy Draymond Green. Now, I will say this as a precursor. Draymond did just receive a suspension for his last action. But before that, Draymond was untouchable. You know why? He played for Team Lightskin. He played with Curry. He played with Clay. He played for Steve Kerr. He played for Bob Myers. He played for Golden State Warriors, the team that had a mini dynasty, I should say. I'm sorry. Their destiny was continue to win championships, and he was part of that. And after they got beat by LeBron because Draymond got suspended, they weren't going to let that happen again. Because as Stephen A. would say, it tainted the championship. They gave the Lakers the title that year. I'm sorry, they gave the Cavs the title that year. If Draymond would have played, it would have been a different team. So what? If that had been the third dude, that had been old Larry Bombastic, the 13th guy on the bench, and he was garbage. He'd have been suspended for the whole year for the things that Draymond got away with. Choking the man, kicking people in the groin, clotheslining people. Only reason Draymond didn't get away with this last one, because it was very flagrant fist and he got caught on TV. Matter of fact, how many players you think could have got away with it of beating up or just stealing off, stealing off on a teammate during practice? Everybody was like, well, where sticks the team should stay with the team. No, it ain't the fact that it ain't the fact that it should stick with the team. It's the fact that it even happened. And you were willing to cover it up to save Draymond Green. Because if you save Draymond Green, you save your bottom line. You save your power. So he got the respect from his team and even from the league. Because he was good for the money. I am so tired of seeing this scenario play out in everyday life. At your job, you got some people that can get away with murder all day long. Let you try something one time. Yeah, you get popped up and smacked up. Because you don't help the bottom line the way they want you to. You're not the favorite employee. To them, you're not the creme de la creme. No matter what you do or how you try to come to work, mind your business, do your job, you will never be the person that helps that bottom line. So it will give you no respect. You'll receive no power. You can help line the pocket, help with the money aspect. Go to your job and do something that you shouldn't do and see how much respect you got from the job. How many of y'all right now work with people that you know they're not doing their job right? And they got issues that you know if you did, you'd be fired. So you go say something to the boss. Then you gotta be careful because people nowadays call it snitching. It's snitching for me to get on you for doing something that they wouldn't allow me to do. It's that money, power, respect. That's what it is. When you got that money, power, respect, you get away with a lot of stuff. Happens every day. Let me go 40 in a 25. I'm getting pulled over. But a cop not going in any area of importance can turn the signal on and run through that area with no issue and turn the signal off and keep going. Because he has that power. Be careful of what you're doing when you do it. Because if you don't have the power, you get no respect and you won't get the money. That is a big issue. Because that is what the world runs on. Money, power, respect. Locke told you. Money, power, respect got you eating right. Money, power, respect is the key to life. Remember that? DMX. Arr, arr. Remember that? Because that's what it's about. It's about that power, money, respect. And I had to bring this up. Because what happened, go all the way back to the beginning of this conversation, the young man is banned for life. A sport that he grew up playing, that he practiced every day, that he prayed and didn't waver and put the work in and went to school, hoping that one day he can make it. Now, it's his fault he gambled. Now, I'm not going to take that from him. It's his fault. He knew the consequences. But the fact of the matter was he's not anybody important. So they made an example out of him. None of these fools in the NBA is gambling. Ja been caught with a gun twice, maybe even thrice, and they still allowed him back in the NBA. We're not going to speak on what Ray Lewis did. He had a career in the NFL with no problem. Come on. When you are somebody that can help line a pocket or help a bottom line, they will afford you that exclusive behavior. They'll afford you that lick away pass. They'll afford you that, oh, my bad. Next time, don't do it again. Slap you on the wrist. That is something the average everyday Joe cannot do. But when you got that power, that money and respect, you can do whatever you want to do and get away with it every single time. And you know who suffers from that? People like you and me. Because that means that we had to keep walking a straight line all the time. Because if we got a line, we're getting popped because somebody has to be an example. Somebody has to be the scapegoat. Somebody has to be the fall guy. And if you're not going to hold those accountable that are the ones doing it, you'll catch the next person in line. And that's to say, okay, look, see that? Now you better not do it again. That's to make an example of us. And it's so irritating to know that this is a factor we live with in life every day. Be it sports, be it society, be it the work industry, be it family. How many times you go to family functions? Junebug can do this, but Little Rail can't? Yeah. You live it every day. See, I say things that you want to say, but you just can't say them. That's what I do here in the brew shop. I get the word out. I said I got to say. If you have any commentary or comments or just want to hit on this, hit me at 501-259-6788. The brew line is always open. I want to thank you once again, those tuning in at YouTube at Motivational Muscle 74. That's Motivational Muscle with the MUZCLE. And I want to thank those on Facebook, tuning in at Ontario Hill, aka MacMan's Motivational Muscle. I love what I do because I get to sit here and get a last sip. I don't have to spill the tea to get the last sip on it. And this money, power, respect thing has got to change. Well, y'all, my next subject is going to be something real serious. I don't know if you guys follow me on a regular basis on social media, but a lot of y'all know that I'm in the process of adopting my granddaughter. For purposes of not really giving information as far as personal, I would just call her Momi. That's her nickname, Momi. M-O-M-E, Momi. Momi has autism. And she is on a spectrum to where it's a lot of things that most autistic kids go through. Some of them are mild, some are severe, but she has all the severe characteristics. We first got her when she was 2.5 months old. She was born weak, COVID, RSV, was in and out the hospital, and we started babysitting her. From that point, we couldn't get rid of her. She wouldn't let us take her home. She was so attached. She would not let us go. And this little girl is so embedded in my heart. I love her so much that I don't know if I could live without her and her without me. During the process of bonding, we noticed there were certain things about her. She was kind of slow to walk, slow to speak, slow to eat, slow to drink out of the bottle, and she always stayed sick. Now, Momi will be 3 years old on May 11th. Happy early birthday, baby girl. Happy early birthday. And she just loves life. She loves her life. She is so full of abundance and just love, and it's something that I've been blessed to be part of. Now, she does go to a school where they help with autistic children because she was nonverbal for a long time. She's just now learning her colors, alphabets. Very intelligent little baby. But she has problems showing affection the way a regular kid would. When she's angry, she claps. When she's happy, she claps. She walks on tiptoes. It's a sensory thing. So we had to get her special soles for her shoes, special insoles. She just recently learned how to feed herself and just recently put the bottle down. Now, some people, if you don't know, you don't know. You know, some people like, just put the bottle down. Yeah, just put the bottle down. Because when you're autistic, there's certain demeanors and patterns you're used to, and it's hard to break those. And just imagine being a child with this disorder. So there's certain shows that she can watch, certain ones she can't. Very intelligent. They are very destructive too, as well. So that's why you have to watch what you give them, watch what you feed them. They're very iffy about what they eat. They like a certain type of food at a certain time. You have to put them on patterns. Now this young girl is learning how to do so many things. The hardest thing right now is potty training, because it's to the point where she understands that she needs to go to the restroom, but it's understanding how to communicate that. So we leave her little door safety gate open, and when she wants to use the bathroom, she comes out and she'll hug us, let us know. Her favorite words are sorry and uh-oh, and she's super fast and athletic, super strong. She is only 2 years old. She'll be 3 pretty soon, but she's already at the height, measuring at 38 inches. If y'all know anything, that's over 3 foot tall. Now her birth father is over 6'5", so she's going to be a tall girl. She is so special and just so amazing. It takes a lot, and I want to let you guys know that. That's why this subject is important to me, because it takes a lot of love. You have to be able to love unconditionally when you're dealing with a child with special needs. You can't just talk to them any kind of way. You can't just treat them any kind of way. You have to be patient with everything. You have to be okay with everything. You can't just move how you want to move. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of days of anger, a lot of days of no sleep. It's just a lot of things that you deal with, and it takes love to do so. So, matter of fact, I think I'm gonna introduce you to her. She stepped in the room now. Give me a second. This is Momi. Say hi to everybody, Momi. Say hi. She's a little shy, and she likes to mess with things, so she's probably gonna get to messing. But it takes a lot of love and special time and attention to take care of her. Preparing her meals, getting her ready for bed. You have to have a heart to do this, because this isn't something that you can do on an everyday basis and think it's gonna work out. There's a lot of ups and downs. There's a lot of times where things don't seem right. A lot of times where things are frustrating. But because the love you have.
1,
yeah.
2, 7.
See that? She's counting.
8, 9, 10. Yay!
You counted 10. Good girl. We're going to let's give her applause for that, y'all. Yeah, she counted 10. But it takes a special person to love her. It takes a lot to help her. She has nightmares. She has day terrors, which is day crying. There's a lot of situations where you don't know if you're going to get any sleep from one day to the next. You don't know if you're going to be able to help her stop crying one day. You don't know what's going to happen. It's an adventure every day dealing with the autistic child. So I'm one that advocates autism awareness. If you have someone who is dealing with this disorder, make sure that you show them love. Be patient. I'm going to let you down. There you go. We have to make sure that we are taking care of those close to us that are dealing with situations like this. Because you could be the one thing that helps them to make it to the next day. You could be the one thing that saves a life. The one thing I can say about this is, from me having a heart and not being a selfish person, I'm saving this young girl's life. And I love the fact that I had the opportunity that God blessed me to be one of the ones to do so. And with that being said, I want to let you know, for those of you who love, continue to love. Because in your life, you're going to get hit with moments that you have to understand are going to be special. You can change someone's life. You can change someone's outcome. But you have to allow yourself to have a heart. Love unconditionally. Have that loving feeling within you. I'm learning that so much from raising this little girl. Because anytime I think I want to get hard or anytime I want to get upset or angry, she comes in and she can feel that and sense that, and she makes me love even more. Knowing that someone depends on me and needs me to be there for them helps me to understand that in the midst of everything going on, we are all important. Whereas you can hear her, she wants me to say bye-bye. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in today. I love you guys for joining the conversation today, man. I just want to thank y'all. And I hope that you guys tune in and understand that this show is important. This is important to me. It's important to her. I do this every week, twice a week, so I can bring you awareness on certain things. The last sip is all about giving y'all updates and giving y'all commentary on subjects that matter. So please understand that when you're dealing with things and you loving things, that things have to change for the better, but you have to be a catalyst of that change. So make sure that you guys keep tuning in, keep showing love. Also on my Facebook page, there will be a subscription link. So like I said, instead of y'all sending me stars, man, 99 cents a star for stars, don't do that. Drop 99 cents on a subscription. You get exclusive content. You'll get exclusive videos. And just, you'll get to see Miss Nyla again. So, that's how that goes. So, man, I love you guys. I want to thank y'all for tuning in today. I want to thank y'all for the love that y'all showed me. And I just want to let you know, man, it's all about the last sip.
Listen. I've been working on my craft and I've been studying my culture, taking everything I need. I'm coming like a vulture. I'm supposed to be a part of history. I'm understanding. It's starting to make sense to me. I took a minute, had to sit back, relapse, and then I recapped. I'm praying to myself I won't go have another relapse. Moving up the mountain, shit, slowly but surely. Feel like I was trying to rush it. I was moving too early, but it don't need to be forced. I'm about to light the torch. Said I'm ready to take my chances, so I'm stepping off the porch.